hand turned into a claw, and with one quick swipe I severed his head from his shoulders. His head rolled as a fountain of blood gurgled out, and his body collapsed on the ground.
Oliver didn't seem disturbed by his father's absence. I concluded that it was a normal occurrence for him. Asher must occasionally leave him in the hands of his guards and servants before. I know Dad will be back in a few days. I am not worried, he told me promptly when I went to fetch him from school. He looked extremely cute in his black and white uniform. I bent down and kissed his cheek. We will have a great time. Would you like to go to the mall today? I asked, helping him settle in the car. Yes, please. I observed he was excited at the thought. So after eating lunch and changing clothes where Oliver insisted on wearing his black tailored suit, we decided to hit the mall. Why don't we buy some new and fun clothes for you? I asked Oliver as we stopped outside the famous Dalman Mall. Sounds like a plan? He agreed and we got down from the car. Two of us made our way in, followed by two armed, buffed guards of Asher. We went to a kids' brand first and entered through the sliding glass doors. The manager himself welcomed us with a broad smile. I wished for Oliver to try some casual clothes, like shorts and t-shirts, some clothes with cartoons and superheroes on the front. He needed to dress like a child and enjoy this carefree time in his life. Together, we selected a few dresses from the hangers and racks. The special assistant assigned to us helped Oliver in carrying them to the changing room. I sat down on the sofa and waited for Oliver to emerge. He walked out confidently, adorning a red and blue t-shirt and shorts with Superman printed on the front. He made the Superman gesture with one of his fisted hands propelled forward. I couldn't help but giggle at his actions. "Oh, Oliver, you look so cute and perfect," I praised him. "Thank you." He went back to change into another dress. Every time he emerged from behind the curtain, he seemed to have taken on a different personality. He appeared more childlike, and it brimmed me with satisfaction to see him look so happy and enjoy himself. Then Oliver appeared in a navy blue tee and shorts, and my heart filled with love and adoration for this little creature. He looked so stylish and cute. "This one is the best, Ollie. Let me take a picture." Fishing out my cell phone, I snapped a selfie with Oliver while he made a victory sign. An idea hit me, and I forwarded the picture to Oliver's father, with caption, "Cuteness overload." Asher had shared his personal contact information with me before leaving so I could call him in case of an emergency. I was in the middle of the interrogation when my phone chimed. I had put a special tone with Anna's number so her messages and calls would remain my top priority. Taking out my phone from my pocket, I glanced at the screen. Swiping it, I opened the message.
Yoto kirush tantori. It was Oliver and Anna's selfie. He was adorning a new navy blue dress, the kind I had never gotten for Oliver, while Anna looked as sinful as she always did, with her flaming hair and those bright emerald-shaded eyes staring directly at the camera and now at me. Oliver looked extremely cute doing a victory sign and smiling so affectionately. My cold heart felt this warmth seeing my son so happy. Anna was doing an amazing job with him, and I wished I was spending time with them instead of getting my hands dirty with this pest kneeling in front of me. Blaze purred in my head, his voice coming out dreamy. "You want to spend more time with Anna? Seems like you are fast falling in love with her," he teased. I instantly denied, not wanting to dwell on his words. "No, I just want someone whom I can trust, and most importantly, Oliver likes her," I retorted, sending a cold reply. I pocketed my phone and focused my attention on one of my personal guards who was on his knees. His face was all bloodied and his eyes had blown wide in fear. He was the one who had stolen my key card, made a duplicate, and handed it to those men who had dared to try kidnapping Oliver. "Forgive me, Alpha King. I made a mistake." He bowed in front of me while wailing like a kid. My anger was touching the roof. Mercy was not meant for traitors. He needed to be taught a lesson and made an example of. "You tried to put my son's life in danger. There is no mercy for you," I growled. My hand turned into a claw, and with one quick swipe I severed his head from his shoulders. His head rolled as a fountain of blood gurgled out, and his body collapsed on the ground. But I felt no pity. "I want all of the other men to be captured and brought to me," I ordered Hayden, who handed me a handkerchief so I could wipe my hands, and bowed his head, wishing to weed out all the traitors in these 3 days so I could spend more time with my son. "You mean Anna?" Blaze teased, and this time I didn't deny it. She intrigued me, especially the unusual relationship she had with Oliver. Why did he believe her to be his mate when she possessed no wolf? She never forced him to like her, and yet he felt such a deeper connection with her. I needed to confirm what it was. Don't you think Oliver and Anna have the same colored eyes, and their chins are also almost identical? Blaze buzzed in my head again, startling me. I fished out my phone again and observed the picture, and he was indeed right. There were some similarities between them which couldn't be ignored, especially those eyes were totally identical. Realization hit me like a boulder, and I wondered if Anna could be Oliver's biological mother. Since I never met her or even knew her name, it was a possibility I had to consider.
I saw the picture instantly, and soon his rude reply came. Get home on time, don't stay out late. I frowned, seeing the reply. He couldn't even praise his boy. Not giving a reply, I turned my attention to Oliver. Let's buy these clothes and I will treat you to a big meal. Excitement shone in Oliver's eyes at my words. I bought approximately 20 sets of new fun clothes with bright colors for Oliver. The manager brought his stiff black suit and tried to hand it over to me. Put it in the trash, I indifferently told him, sick of the black professional suits he was always wearing. Oliver slightly coughed hearing my words, and I turned my attention to him and bent down. It's very expensive, he told me sheepishly, and I instantly felt bad. Send it along with the other clothes, I informed the manager, and he nodded. Finally, we were set to go. Shopping left us hungry. Let's go grab a bite, shall we? I happily asked Oliver, and he rubbed his hands together. Yes, I am starving after all the modeling I did. I laughed and decided to take him to a hamburger place. He had earned this today. After the long and joy-filled day at the mall, we headed home. Oliver had fun. He was playing with the red toy car I had bought for him. Reaching home, I put away the new clothes we had bought today in his closet. Extracting a pair of new sleeping suits in a sky blue shade, I told Oliver to take a bath, brush his teeth, and change. I was still arranging his closet when Oliver appeared from the bathroom with his nightshirt open and posing like an action hero. His fingers combed his wet hair. I laughed at his actions but knew he would grow up to be as handsome as his father one day. She-wolves would fight for his attention and he would be one popular alpha male. You are going to be a heartthrob for the she-wolves. They will be envious of your attention, I teased while hanging his clothes in the closet. Oliver stepped closer to me as he proudly spoke, puffing his tiny chest out. I have been training with my pack since I was 4. I plan to become a successful successor to my father, a mighty and just alpha. I am sure you will, Oliver, I added with a smile, and I will treat my mate the correct way. I will take care of her needs and will remain devoted to her. No matter what, I will never betray or reject her. My smile widened at his little confessions and moved towards him. Bending down, I pinched his cute little cheeks, finding him and his words excessively adorable. I believe in you, little one. Come, let me dry your hair. We proceeded to the vanity mirror and I helped Oliver settle down in his small chair. Taking out the hairdryer, I plugged it in and began to dry his raven hair using his hairbrush. Oliver closed his eyes, enjoying the experience with a satisfied grin on his face. I could see him through the mirror, sitting comfortably and looking pleased. I backcombed his hair and styled it. After I was done, I placed everything back. Oliver stood up and faced me. I buttoned his nightshirt and straightened his pajamas. I settled down in his chair and he effortlessly climbed in my lap, placing his head on my chest. What would you like to do tomorrow? I inquired, and he was quick to respond. I want to visit the werewolf amusement park. Last time we went to the human one and it turned into a disaster. I am hoping this time will be better and more enjoyable. Sure, this time I will not let you out of my sight. And we will have a great time. We will take all the fun rides, eat popcorn and candy corn. I excitedly informed him and his eyes twinkled. I can't wait for tomorrow. I want to try roller coaster. And we will, I promptly told him while getting up and carrying him to his bed. Come, let me tug you in bed. Laying him down, I covered him with his soft space-themed blanket. I turned his night lamp on and turned off the main light. Bending down, I placed a tender kiss on his forehead and wished him good night. I turned to leave, but Oliver grabbed my hand. Anna, please, stay with me. No one ever sleeps with me. Not even my father. he lamented with a pout, giving me puppy eyes. My heart melted for this tiny creature, and I couldn't even imagine how much he must miss his mother and crave her touch. All right, I slowly climbed in bed with him, and he quickly snuggled up with me in jubilation. I gently stroked his hair. "Can you tell me a story?" he expectantly asked. "Sure." So I told him a cute story of a werewolf pup who went on many adventures with his mother. He relished every word and attentively listened, asking questions in between. Soon he drifted off to sleep in my arms. My heart brimmed with the warmth of having him so close. He invoked this uncountable love within me. His little snores filled the room, and I couldn't help but smile. My eyes stared up at the ceiling as the planets from Oliver's night lamp made rounds. Suddenly, Oliver shivered in my hold, and my eyes quickly darted to him. His expression turned to one of hurt as he whispered, "Mom." My heart hurtfully clenched at this one word and his expressions. I lovingly stroked his back and arm to ease him. "It's all right, Ollie. I am here," I assured him in his sleep, and his face relaxed. His arms wrapped around my belly and he kept sleeping peacefully. Raw emotions surfaced inside me as I remembered my time on that wretched island. The days I carried my pup, the way I sang to him and told him stories, the way he would kick my belly. The torturous memories of that time wrecked my heart, and tears brimmed up in my eyes. How wonderful it would have been if my pup was alive. He would love me unconditionally, would wipe my tears and kiss my cheeks, give me heartwarming hugs. I stifled a cry and tried not to shed the tears that had accumulated in my eyes. It wasn't meant to be, but at least I had Oliver. Next day, I woke up early. Oliver was still fast asleep. I contently smiled and pressed a small kiss on Oliver's temple before leaving the bed. Making my way to my room, I freshened up and fixed a healthy breakfast for Oliver. I made blueberry pancakes and steamed buns alongside a banana milkshake. After serving the breakfast, I went to wake up Oliver. He woke up, slowly opening his beautiful eyes and spreading his arms upwards. "Good morning," he mumbled. "Good morning, handsome," I cheerfully answered. "Rise and shine. We have to go to the amusement park today, remember?" He happily jumped out of the bed and rushed to the bathroom. He had a wholesome breakfast, and he loved eating everything I had prepared. "Thanks, Anna. It was delicious." He showed his gratitude, swelling my heart. After breakfast, we changed and were about to head out with Asher's personal guards when my phone chimed. I had earlier informed Asher that I would be taking Oliver to the amusement park today. Taking out my phone from the bag, I saw the message was from Asher. It read, "I will be joining you guys. Send me the name." I had the very place in my mind, and although it would be nostalgic, I knew Oliver would love it, so I texted back his father in jubilation, hoping Asher had begun to take his duties as a father more seriously and understood how fundamental his role was in the growth of his pup. He left the place after that to head over to the amusement park. 7 years ago, I started this project with my father, to build a fun place for werewolf pups according to their tastes, since they were slightly different from humans and demanded more thrills. It was still in the works when my life went to hell, but now my search revealed the place was complete and operational. We arrived outside the Carroll Amusement Park, a place for fun and recreation. The huge billboard outside read, the logo of our pack was printed below it, fortifying the notion that it belonged to the Carroll Group. I sighed heavily seeing what was my brainchild, but now it was under the likes of Noah and Ruby. It stung like a scorpion's stinger. Oliver and I alighted our car. Soon Asher's black Mercedes came to a halt in front of us, and the man himself emerged looking like a supermodel, adorning his black tailored dress pants and crisp white shirt. His blue enigmatic eyes were shielded by the sunglasses. Seeing his father, Oliver screamed in joy and ran up to his father. "You are back," he excitedly stated, and Asher slowly smiled. "I am." Oliver grabbed his finger, and with his other hand he grabbed mine. Asher and I passed reluctant glances. I merely shrugged my shoulders as he began to drag us towards the entrance. We entered the gigantic place through the barred doors. We were given special badges which indicated all rides were free, and we only had to pay for the badges. I couldn't help but stare. The whole place had been transformed into magnificence. The magnanimous, colorful rides were attractive. The play areas, stalls, and recreational points were all but praiseworthy. "Whoa, this place is crazy," Oliver exclaimed in excitement and instantly spotted the huge green and yellow pirate boat. I want to go on this first. He pointed, letting go of our hands. Asher's eyes wavered to the mammoth boat in front. Our pack symbol of a howling wolf in front of a full moon was embossed on both sides of the boat, shining and shimmering proudly under the sun. What a tasteful and clever marketing strategy. They are advertising their pack even when people are unaware of it. Feeding the subconscious. I like this idea. Asher lavishly praised. His clever eyes took in all the progress, and I couldn't help but notice Asher Ludwig was impressed. This park is very strategically designed. I would love to find out who is the mastermind behind this brilliant idea. Seems like the Night Shadow Warriors pack takes the development of their pups very seriously, he continued to praise, unaware the mastermind he spoke about was standing right beside him. I was slightly surprised that it had taken only one look for Asher to understand my principles behind the construction of this park. A smile of satisfaction was quick to curl up my lips, but I made no effort to inform him of my involvement in this project. Oliver was getting antsy. "Come you guys, I want to go on the boat," Oliver whined, standing between us. "Let's go." Tearing my eyes away from Asher, I informed an overexcited Oliver. He rushed to the front side of the boat. "Ollie, slow down," I yelled after him, worried he might fall down. Seeing me get worried, Asher spoke up from beside me. "People would think you are his mother, seeing how worried you get over my son." Annoyedly, I turned to see him smirking at me. I huffed. "I only feel bad because Oliver doesn't have a mother. It's my duty to worry for him since I am his nanny," I replied, trying to keep the dripping sarcasm away from my voice. Asher dryly laughed, as if I had said something funny. Once he stopped, he took off his sunglasses and slowly bent one of the legs and tucked them in front of his shirt. He then stared at me with keen interest, his bluish orbs holding some hidden emotions, the kind I was unable to understand, but his next words completely shocked me. "Would you like to become his mother?" His sudden question threw me off, making my mouth hit the ground with shock. A wave of warmth traveled through me, and I wondered if he was joking or was serious. One could never tell with Asher. Was he being sincere or merely mocking me to prompt a reaction? Before I could formulate an answer, Oliver dragged me along towards the pirate boat. "Hurry, I want side seats," Oliver jabbered as Asher followed us on sure and confident steps, a small smile twisting his lips. I knew this was a topic we needed to approach subtly and not in a hurry, definitely not like this, so I avoided approaching the topic for now. We settled in the boat and belted up. Oliver perched between Asher and me and was overexcited for the ride. It had been a while since I had taken this one. The boat began to gradually swing, picking up pace with every completed swing. Soon it was fast enough to make people and their pups scream. To my surprise, Oliver was sitting normally with his hands raised. The air swept his hair back as his cheeks blushed. Asher was tranquil too, staring at the fast-moving world from the boat. While my tummy felt funny every time the boat descended and screech sounds were heard, I was quite enjoying the ride. The family in front of us consisted of a young girl and her mother. She was screaming at the top of her lungs. Her mother pointed towards us and told her daughter, "Look how calm that pup is, and he is younger than you. You should be as strong as him, being the daughter of the warrior wolf clan." Oliver simpered hearing the remarks and quickly showed me his tiny cute bicep by bending his arm and puffing his chest out. Asher side-eyed him with an amusing scoff while I laughed, patting his arm. "You will grow up to be even more handsome and impressive than your dad." My words brightened his smile while the boat slowed down. He hopped off and Oliver quickly grabbed my finger as we moved ahead towards other attractions in the park. There was a large area with defined tracks. A crowd had gathered there to witness the event that was to take place. A lot of people were registering for it. Curiosity got the best of us and our trio moved in that direction. The Asher received a phone call in that instant and excused himself. Sifting through the crowd, I reached one of the organizers of the event and asked him what it was about. "It's to carry your mate race. One has to carry their mate on their back and their mate's feet shouldn't touch the ground. If the feet of the person being carried on the back touch the ground, the couple will be out. Or if they fall, it will also result in elimination. Whoever will complete the race without breaking any rules will be declared the winner," he promptly explained. Hearing that it was a mate race, I decided to leave the event, but Oliver stood in front of the life-size stuffed polar bear. Knowing polar bears were his favorite, I knew he wanted this. He expectantly turned towards me and asked, "Can't you participate in the event by carrying me?" I cupped his face and said, "Let me ask." Turning to the organizer again, I asked, "Can I take part in the event by carrying a pup?" The organizer cast an apologetic look at Oliver and me before saying, "I am sorry, but the event is only for couples, or it would be cheating." Oliver's face fell, but his spirit wasn't dampened as he loudly announced, "Anna is my chosen mate, so we should be allowed to take part in the race." Everyone around us stared at Oliver in amusement and then burst out laughing at his cute comment. Ollie pouted and crossed his arms, refusing to budge from the spot. Seeing him stubbornly and needily stare at the prize, I glanced around the crowd and finally found Asher. Letting out a sigh, I knew what I needed to do. I had to get his father involved. I waved, and he sauntered over to us on his long, sturdy legs. I explained the situation, and to my surprise, he agreed to participate without any issue. Oliver hugged his father's leg in jubilation while I registered ourselves for the race. "Thanks, Dad. Anything for you, little one." Asher affectionately ruffled his hair. "Don't forget, she is my mate. You must protect her at every cost, don't drop her, and win the prize for me." He passed a string of instructions to his father, who silently watched his son and reluctantly agreed. "I will try my best." I held back laughter seeing Oliver's bossy attitude, and my eyes met with Asher's. Amusement danced there for me to witness. The organizer told us to take our positions, so we moved towards the starting line while Oliver stood with the crowd protected by one of his guards. I stepped closer to Asher's hulking frame. He bent down slightly so I could easily climb around his shoulders and wrapped my legs around his toned waist. His back was nothing but cords of muscles which squished my soft chest. His wintry scent overwhelmed my senses. Every pore in my body became hyper-aware of his nearness. I breathed out near his ear and observed how his body went taut under my touch. Seemed like he was as affected by me as I was by him. I cast a glance around me at the other couples, and no one was as tall as Asher's 6'3" height. They all seemed weary of us. Feeling like being at the top of the world, I tried to relax. "Hold on tight." Asher's hoarse voice came and I nodded, taking a deep breath. The whistle of the organizer sounded, and off we went as Oliver called out, "Good luck." Everyone else kept their distance from us, for Asher had let out his overpowering aura. It weighed heavily on others as he moved with ease. It didn't seem like he was carrying a 55 kilograms woman on his back. I snickered, knowing he did it on purpose to intimidate the other contestants. That dark aura was something not everyone could handle. "Go. Go." I prompted him forward and he obeyed. His sturdy legs moved on the track at such a fast speed that the world was nothing but a blur around me. My hair whirled behind as adrenaline rushed through my body. I kept clinging to him. My arms rested along his heaving chest. The rhythms of his sturdy heart I could sense as its beats mingled with mine and beat as one. We ran as one unit, even breathing as one. Somehow, the lead between us and other couples grew, and amidst cheers and applause, we effortlessly crossed the finish line and stood first. No one was even closer to us as we won by a huge margin. Although it was mostly Asher's offer, I couldn't help but feel jubilant. Being alpha-born gave me this competitive nature. Winning was in my blood. Bumping down from his back, I ran in front of Asher and launched a hug at him. The slightly bewildered look on his face told me he was not expecting this. My arms wrapped around his thick shoulders as our chests collided, and I shouted while jumping up and down. "We won! We won!" Surprisingly, his arms came around me, and he crushed me to himself. His body melded with mine, and a rigid, unyielding line pressed gently against my belly, sending warm, tingling ripples erupting across my skin. A soft warmth pooled in my core at the quiet, insistent tension between us. Did carrying me on his back make him that aroused? I slowly sneaked a peek, and his lust-filled eyes were focused on me as his calloused hands slowly rubbed my waist. His plump lips were slightly parted as if he was trying to let out a "ah." Oliver's loud holler made us quickly pull apart. "You guys did it!" He did a happy dance, and I couldn't help but laugh at his antics. The organizers presented us with the prize and I handed it to Oliver. He hugged the giant polar bear to his chest and buried his face in its soft fur. "I love it," he declared, and I couldn't help but be content for this boy. Reaching out to him, I patted his head in affection and could sense his joy. Asher and I were still standing very close, and I was sure Oliver had observed how I had earlier hugged his father when he had pulled us apart. His eyes wavered to us and he narrowed them on his father. "Don't forget, Dad, Anna is mine. You stand no chance, so stop trying," he bluntly told his father, and I sensed Asher stiffening beside me. He wasn't pleased with his son's words. His serious tone also made me realize that Oliver seriously believed I was his mate. I had to get the facts right. So I lowered myself until my face was leveled with Oliver's and placed a loving hand on his small shoulder. I had always taken him like a pup and acted as a motherly figure before I could speak. Asher beat me to it. "Don't speak out of line and on topics you don't understand," he warned his son coldly. His eyes had turned like icicles, and that amused tone had disappeared from his voice. While Oliver angrily glared back at his father, Asher continued to speak angrily. "Did you forget Anna doesn't have a wolf? She can never be your mate. So stop indulging in these ideas and focus on your other duties." Asher crossed his buffed arms on his chest and kept furiously staring back at his son as his cruel but true words sunk in for Oliver. Oliver was enraged at this statement. I tried to comfort him, but he didn't listen. Stomping his foot on the ground, he threw away the polar bear and angrily shouted at his father, "I hate you." Both of us stiffened at his words, knowing he didn't mean them, but was only hurt. Before we could stop him, he jerked my hand away and ran, weaving through the crowd, taking advantage of his short height. "Oliver, wait!" I yelled after him as I saw him running towards the horror house and wiping his eyes. Let him steam off and come to his senses. Asher brooded and I had to shake my head at him. Both these males were being extra childish today. One second, Asher acted as this mature man, and the very next second, he appeared to have the mental maturity of a child. I didn't understand at times how to cope with both of them, but my priority was Oliver. He was the actual child. "Let me talk to him," I told Asher with a sigh, and ran after Oliver. I followed him inside the creepy-looking haunted house. Anna followed Oliver into the haunted house. The area was shrouded in darkness. The eerie silence enveloped them. It was broken only by the distant howls of wolves. In the distance, they saw the flickering lanterns casting long, twisted shadows on the ground. The path led to an opening with gnarled trees, their branches reaching out like skeletal hands. Anna couldn't help but be impressed with the way it had been developed. She caught up to Oliver and tried to hold his hand. "Let go, Anna," he yelled in frustration as the air was cold and damp, carrying the scent of decay and something else, something primal. Suddenly, the rogue werewolves appeared. They emerged from the shadows, their eyes glowed menacingly red. Their costumes were disturbingly realistic, with matted fur, sharp claws, and fangs that glistened in the dim light. They moved with an unnatural agility. Their growls and snarls echoed through the night as one of them tried to grab Oliver. He was already in a bad mood, and being trained in combat from such a young age, these acts did not affect him. He scowled instead of being afraid and then punched the costume staff member that tried to grab him right in his gut. "Stay away," he screamed in extreme anger. The staff member dressed as a rogue werewolf shouted in horror and stumbled back. "Oliver, don't." Anna rushed forward and pulled Oliver back before he dealt more damage. Everyone stumbled back, leaving those two alone. Glancing around, Anna found themselves standing on the bridge of death. Anna had herself designed this bridge. It had been constructed on top of a pitch-black pit. Faint red lights flickered on the bridge, casting eerie shadows all around, creating an atmosphere of danger. The staff, dressed as rogue werewolves, had retracted after Oliver's attack. "Ollie, listen to me." Anna tightly held Oliver's arms and tried to explain, turning him towards herself. "This is a sacred relationship, and I can't be your mate. That doesn't mean I won't be there with you every step of the way. Once you grow up, you will find your true mate. The one with whom you will resonate, the one who will have half of your heart and soul." The scowl on Oliver's face didn't dissolve. It deepened instead as he remained unmoved and distant to her. As a child, he was unable to comprehend the complexities of such relationships, and Anna being his mother made him feel safer and closer to her. Anna couldn't help but remember her first relationship and her ex-mate Noah, who had brutally rejected her. Her heart still jagged with those painful reminders, and she could only hope Oliver would find someone worthy. Not someone like Ruby or Noah. The air zinged as a silver bullet whirled through it from the impending darkness aimed towards Anna. It pierced her shoulder, sending a wave of blinding pain tumbling through her. She screamed as a fountain of blood spilt out and her hand went to her wound. Clutching her shoulder, she frantically lunged towards Oliver, grabbing him and shielding him with her body so no stray bullet would hit him. Oliver was dumbfounded, his body refusing to move as he lay under Anna's body and saw her squirm in pain and agony the silver bullet had caused her. "Anna, are you all right?" he asked in a panic. All her assassin instincts had surfaced and she scanned her surroundings like a hawk, trying to understand the point from where the bullet had been launched. Her senses had become hyperactive to estimate the number of enemies targeting her. She ignored the blinding pain in her shoulder and kept shielding Oliver. Suddenly, a shadowy figure appeared from the darkness, clad in all black with his face hidden behind a hideous mask. His hand reached out and grabbed Anna, exerting pressure on her injured shoulder. She screamed as agonizing pain weaved through her, burning her. The figure hauled Anna up and launched a punch directly where her wound was while holding her in place. Oliver watched in horror and quickly got up from the ground. His tiny hands tightly fisted and his nose flared as he readied himself to launch an attack on this mysterious figure who was hurting Anna. "No, Oliver, stay where you are!" Anna screamed out hoarsely as her body immensely ached from blows and the silver bullet. Her body was going numb, she couldn't properly feel her left arm. The masked figure hauled Anna up on his left shoulder and began to retreat, leaving a raging Oliver behind. He tried to rush towards the kidnapper, knowing that Anna was being taken. But Anna's low voice had him halting again. "Go find your dad, Oliver. Tell him what happened," Anna pleaded as the assailant and she disappeared into the pitch darkness. Oliver was left standing on the bridge, which had turned into a bridge of horror for him. He was still in shock at what he had witnessed, and no matter how much he willed himself to move, he remained petrified. Finally coming to his senses, Oliver's tiny legs shuffled, and he rushed to the exit with tears brimming in his eyes. His dad was his last hope to save and retrieve Anna,